Hello, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? My name is Quantic Flux, and today we're going to be checking out the demo for a game called Lords of Ravage. It is a dark fantasy RPG where you play as the big bad evil guy, and you kind of go around ravaging the countryside. Um, Seems pretty neat. It's got a really cool graphical style. It's kind of got like a 2D on 3D thing going on, which is pretty cool to look at. But anyways, without further ado, why don't we head on in and check it out? Lord Barold, where is everyone? This place reminds me of something. Damn it, it's hard to focus on anything. I think I was searching for something. I was leading some kind of expedition. Is this why I'm here? The last thing I remember was the war with King Wakalim? Wakalim. One memory will lead to another. I need to focus on the day when it all started. Okay, kind of an interesting story going on here. I'm a big fan of this kind of graphical style. Your Highness, Lord Barold has arrived with a report. Let him through. Okay, hold on. Let me differentiate these voices here. Oh crap.
My king, I said something. The enemy continues to attack our flanks. If this continues, then our defeat is not far off. Our supplies are running low. At the moment, we have only 3 boxes of medicinal supplies, and our food will last no more than 7 days, even taking into account the reduced ration. We also lost the last 5 mages, but most importantly, my king, we lack fighters, so I want to ask you. No, Barold, the sentence on your knights is not up for discussion. Under the current circumstances, I consider that sentence unreasonable and disastrous for us. Your knights have killed 28 unarmed people. They need to be shown that shedding the blood of innocents will not go unpunished, not while I'm king. You consider them innocent? Our army is starving, and they're hiding food supplies from us. We offered them silver instead of swords. And they refused the silver. Is it worth buying provisions from our enemies? These very same peasants will open the gates to Wakalim when he decides to retake our city. King Wakalim sought to rule by fear, much like you, Barold. That's why his people were joining our ranks, until your knights shed their blood. To sacrifice an elite squad in exchange for untrained and unarmed peasants is unprecedented stupidity.
Watch your tongue, Barold, or else. Your Highness, we are under attack. We'll finish later, Barold. We need you on the front line. Go now. How can you employ this man? He's got giant skulls on his shoulders. Barold.
At once, my king.
He's clearly... he's definitely going to betray you, dude. What are you doing? All right, rad. Hello. Oh my goodness. This is Barold. Men, this fiend is dangerous, but we only need to delay him.
Such a futile effort. This won't take long.
Holy crap. Welcome to the Lords of Ravage tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn the basics of the game. Let's start with the combat system. Okay. In this combat, you play as Lord Barold, leader of the Dread Knights and an excellent fighter, who becomes more powerful as the battle progresses. Now let's deal with King Wakalim's forces. You always have the first turn. Man, I cannot talk today. Your units can take turns in any order. Now left click on Barold to select him. You can hold the right mouse button to rotate the camera. That is not what rotate means. Barold has a vast choice of abilities at his disposal, which you can find in the circle around him. Barold's abilities can only hit frontline units, but other abilities may allow you to hit any target. Okay, what do we got? I don't know. Okay, it's not letting me look. Let's use maim on an enemy. Left click or press 2 to use maim, then click on any highlighted enemy to select them as the target. Okay. Escalation. Starts on phase 1, progresses 50% towards the next phase each turn. 30% damage reduction, 50% damage output, 1 AP each turn. Okay. Pierce deals 80% damage to an enemy and another 80% to the enemy behind. Okay, so that's what we should be using on the Spearman, I suppose. Unit removes all negative status effects and gains 5 power. Okay, that thing is... I'm not sure what this indicates, but this is probably a cooldown. Is that our... It's probably our AP then. Okay. Does 100% damage and applies 1 stack of horrific wounds. Press control to show details. Deals 50% true damage at the start of a turn. Okay, that seems strong. And Cleave deals 100% damage to a single enemy and 50% damage to others of the same rank. All right. So it said it wanted us to use Maim. Horrific Wounds is probably most useful for this guy. He seems tanky. Currently, Barreled has enough AP to use only one ability. Since you don't have any other units on the battlefield, you should end turn by pressing this button. Okay. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Maybe. Maybe we're not. While a capable fighter, Lord Barrel restores his health very slowly between battles. It is a wise idea to minimize the damage he takes. Unnatural Strength can remove any negative status effects from Barreled. Now select Barreled and use Unnatural Strength on him. Okay. How do we know we have a negative status effect is my question. Okay. Looks like it's showing up over here. Can I see what that is? The unit receives 5% more damage up to a maximum of 50%, stacks it 10 times, lasts until end of raid. Okay. So I guess let's remove it because it told me to. Since Unnatural Power does not require any AP to use, you can select Lord Barrel again and use Cleave on any target. Cleave deals damage to the entire line of enemies. The damage is much greater for the main target. You can always hover over an ability to see the tooltip and the exact damage it will deal. Do I know how much health you have? Okay, I can right-click you to find out. You have 13. All right. 50. Leave. Okay. Is a line left to right, or is it up and down? It's up and down. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to die. Correct? I don't think that was the best use of our thing, since he was going to die anyways. Probably should have used Pierce to get these two. But yeah, we'll end our turn. I don't think, I'm noticing there's not a good indication of when turns switch. I feel like there should be like a graphic or something. I saw something quick flash right in the middle here, but yeah, it's not exactly super obvious when your turn is switching. Thanks to escalation, Lord Barrel becomes more powerful as the battle progresses. Every 2 turns, he unlocks different bonuses, increasing his combat phase. Right now, he has entered phase 2 and gained 30% damage reduction, bolstering his already impressive survivability. Okay. Now use your second action as you see fit and dispatch the rest of Wakilim's forces. How do I tell what phase he's in? Here? No, we have Sunder Armor. Yeah, there should definitely be some indication of what phase he's in. I know it said that we were in phase 2, but like this says level 1 still. Anyways, I'm gonna Pierce. Get destroyed. And we have no AP left. Ouch. You little jerk. Oh, still my turn again. I guess I should know since I clicked that button, but yeah. You're nothing but a failure. Not a nice thing to say to someone you just murdered. I guess it's better than saying it to them alive.
Soldier, we're under attack. Why are these knights still imprisoned?
King Cyril told us under no condition.
Open the gates or you'll join the rest of the corpses.
Yes, Lord Barrel. All right, is it time for a coup?
Your orders are to defend King Cyril. I'll go free the rest of the Dread Knights.
Apparently not. Okay. I like our little Dread Knights. They seem properly menacing. Stand your ground. I don't remember the voice I used for King Cyril. Sorry.
What is this? Reinforcements? Red Knights, we'll deal with them. Keep the king occupied. Wakilim's champions, we need to be careful.
I don't know why I gave them all goofy voices, but that's where I'm at right now. Okay. This is the raid menu. From here, you can see enemy forces and your relics. For now, just click the Start Combat button to continue. Okay. Looks like there's stages, but nothing changed in between them. This time, you'll have to defend against stronger enemies. These elite warriors are much more powerful units with their own mechanics, okay? Usually, combat starts with the reinforcement phase. During the phase, you can place up to 4 units on the battlefield, randomly picked from your reinforcements pool. The available units are shown in the reinforcements panel. Probably over here, I'm guessing. Okay. Most of the prisoners barreled freed are wounded, but they can still perform their duties. Start by placing a blackguard. While you can place this unit anywhere, he's best suited to the forward position due to his high health. Okay. Another good addition will be the Dread Knight. This is a versatile fighter who is great at finishing off wounded enemies. Place him in the front line. Okay. Lastly, let's place a Knight Lieutenant in the back line. This is a mighty elite follower, meaning that they are more powerful. The amount of elite followers that can be deployed simultaneously is limited. Set of abilities makes him a good candidate for both frontline and backline positions. Okay. What is this? It's the number of elite followers that can be deployed in combat. Elite followers are more powerful than regular ones, but there is a limit on how many of them can be deployed simultaneously. Okay. So 1, presumably. It's your combat space. It represents the number of units you can additionally deploy in combat. Each regular follower takes up 1 combat space, and each elite follower takes up 2. Okay, so if we place him down, we won't be able to fit another unit, even though we could do 4 normally. Got EXP for just playing. And it's Marauders, Oathbreakers, Dread Knights, something. Blackguards are frontline defenders. They can use Visions of Terror to force skills with random targeting to focus on a marked target. This skill is applied to an ally and makes enemies attack that ally. Select the Blackguard and use this ability on the Dread Knight. Aren't you going to die if I do that? This is covering up stuff. On death, other allies gain armor equal to 35% of this unit's max health. Okay. Neat. I can't read my abilities, which I wish I could. But I presume that this is the one since it says mark here. Skills with charges cannot be used or triggered with no charges are available using the skill consumed 1 charge. Okay. Visions of Terror does not cost any AP. A Blackguard's regular attack deals decent damage and allows him to take less damage. Deals 120% true damage to an enemy and applies 1 stack of resilience to stealth. Reduces all incoming damage by 5% per stack with this effect. Stacks up to 10 times. Okay, it's pretty neat. Hold on. What do? Paladin. Okay, you hit ranks, which I assume is left to right, because lines are up to down. Avoid using line formation against a paladin to reduce the damage from his cleave. Okay, maybe rank is the same thing as line. Damage to a single enemy and restores health to each ally. Okay. You probably have to die. Yeah. Looks like it has 1 charge. No. Yeah. Looks like it has 1 charge maybe right now, and then more allies we kill, the more charges he gets back. Deals 60% damage and applies 2 stacks of Sunder Armor. When it gains 5% damage, when damage gains 5% damage output and damage reduction. Okay, so we want to hit it with large attacks rather than small ones. Okay. Get wrecked, nerd. Select Knight Lieutenant to proceed. Okay. Knight Lieutenant does not have enough AP to use Crush right now, but the order skill does not require any AP. This makes another unit deal their full powers damage to a random enemy, applying on-hit effects as well. Use a skill on your Dread Knight to proceed. Okay, so Crush takes 2 AP. That's why we can't use it. Other ally doomed or dies. This unit gains 20% of that ally's power and consumes 1 charge. Looks like it has 2. Applies 5 stacks of resilience to followers everywhere when it dies. All right. Okay. Well, I hope you hit not the Berserker. Okay, cool. That's fine. As long as the Berserker's not getting powered up. Dread Knights are tough frontline fighters that are good at finishing off wounded enemies. Select one to continue. Select your Dread Knight and use Shadow Armor on self. This will bolster the Dread Knight's defense and damage any attackers. Other allies gain armor. Okay. Shadow Armor adds 20 armor and applies 2 stacks of thorns to self. Attack the unit deals 10% damage. 5% applied to leader damage per stack to the attackers. Seems pretty strong. Unholy Rush deals 100% damage to an enemy. Any ability damage to an enemy that has less than 50% health applies bleed as well. Deals 50% damage at the start of a turn. Stacks independently last 3 turns. Okay, cool. Red Knight still has some unspent AP. Use Unholy Rush on any enemy to continue. I like that he has a halberd. It's very cool. All of your units have spent their AP. Continue this battle on your own and study the abilities of each unit by left-clicking on it. Pop-up menu will also provide some hints on how to use or counter certain units. Who needs it, dude? I got this. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Okay. Arg, are you done? Okay. Okay, you died. Okay, you didn't die when I said, but you did die now. Some of your units have died from and freed some combat space as expected. Each unit has its own disposable passive ability that triggers when they die, providing different benefits. You can replace any number of units until you run out of troops. Now place a Night Archer on the battlefield to reinforce your squad. Okay, but is he dead forever? Given that they have on-death abilities, I have to imagine that they're probably dead forever. Not ideal. All right, you have Crush. We're going to probably want to blast the Berserker with it. What do you do? Dealing attack damage to an enemy applies horrific wounds. Okay. Huh. They all seem to have the same on-death passive. 56 health. 34. Yeah, but you get a charge of this if I don't kill you first. Okay, we probably, I guess, crush you. Get wrecked. You nerd. We're going to blast you. And then I guess we could kill you, probably. We cannot. So in that case, let's apply Maimed to this wizard. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay. And we do have an AP. Can this be saved between turns? Transferred to the next turn. Okay, so yes. There's not, I guess, really a strong reason to do that, though. Okay. Did I? Okay. There's really got to be some better indication of when I ended my turn, because I was sitting there like, did it happen? This is the last turn of the battle. After this, your troops will be forced to fall back and stop fighting. Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Given that, I can't believe you're still alive. That's very upsetting to me. You have 10 damage. You have 8. So, you're like, please don't shoot the Berserker. Okay, of course you did. Why wouldn't you? And you don't have any AP left, so I can't do anything. Okay, and we ran. Cool. But now we're in for the next battle. Got it. I like the, like, transition into battle. I think it's neat. Okay, so we got 2 Blackguards and a Knight Lieutenant. Knight Lieutenant seems strong. Blackguard seems fine. Archer seems cool. You hope for a challenge. Okay, well, that's nice. Okay, I have an idea. Let's mark you. Let's order you, so that's going to hit him for sure. Nice. That's on cooldown. Wait, you already have horrific whatevers. 5 damage. Okay, you're not going to die from that. That's a bummer. Okay, now you're going to die from... I like that it indicates that you're going to die, but you're going to die from horrific wounds. Which means we can focus on this gentleman. A little scary since he gets stronger every time we attack him. Whoa, how many attacks do you get, you little cheater? Alright, get crushed. You nerd. Oh, yeah. Easy dub, dude. Get out of here. You wanted a challenge? Now you're dead. Tell me, can you see the light? We did it. It seems like Wackelheim's... I don't know why I keep calling Wackelheim. Forces are retreating for now. No doubt to return later. Your knights have fought valiantly once again, Berold. I've reconsidered the sentence. They are sentenced to 5 years of imprisonment once this war is over.
What kind of mockery is this? These knights saved your life.
Nonetheless, these knights disobeyed my direct orders. They've committed war crimes and treason. They must be punished.
Your orders are the very thing that got us into this situation.
And I gave these orders for a reason. You are short-sighted, Berold. We cannot build our future on fear. You're about to get slaughtered. I can already tell.
Fear is the only language they understand. It's a necessity. You, of all people, should know that. You've authorized the creation of the Dread Knights.
No, Berold. I created the Grey Shields, and you've turned them into the Dread Knights. I've had enough of your insubordination, Berold. I'm appointing General Sagirus as the leader of the Dread Knights.
We'll see about that, young king.
You're so dead, dude. Berold, don't you dare.
You've left me with no choice, Cyril.
You just stood there and took it, dude? You're not even going to try and parry or anything?
Red Knights, for so long we were a bulwark for this ungrateful kid. But today, we take our fate into our own hands. I will lead you to greatness. I promise that we will find an artifact of great power. The power it possesses will allow us to shape the destiny of the kingdom of Lucerys.
We did it. Now Berold is free from King Cyril's service. As a Kingslayer, he was proclaimed Lord of Ravage, doomed to be forever hunted by Zenith Pact forces. Okay. Sounds not great for us. After each mission, you will gain rewards and an army experience. 4 experience points when a unit enters the battle, and 8 experience points when one dies. Interesting. So we kind of want our units to die. Units increase their power and health as your army level grows. 5% health per power. Sorry. 5% health and power per level. That's okay to continue. Okay, we're at 12 of 28. We've got Forbidden Knowledge. Okay. Sure, sounds good. You can see all the potential locations available to you. By visiting different locations, you trigger events that lead to different rewards. You can freely move between locations. Some event options require additional expenses like gold. We're currently low on troops. Let's recruit more mercenaries. Click on the Troops tab. Where? This? Yes. You can bring the hire menu by clicking Hire New Units button. Then click highlighted button to hire a random non-elite unit that is not part of your Dark Alliance. Remember that each subsequent hire is slightly more expensive. There's definitely some translation issues going on here, but it's understandable enough, I'd say. But it's got some weirdness for sure. Blackguard, okay. Hire a random unit that is not part of your Dark Alliance. The cost increases with each new mercenary you hire. All right. Our blackguards are part of our alliance. While this unit is alive, the unit behind him receives 40% less damage. Rad. Deals attack damage, applies 1 stack of decay to that enemy, and consumes 1 charge. Turn start sets the amount of charges to maximum. Skills with charges cannot be... Okay. Wait, so... every turn we just do... 30% damage to whoever? Is that what I'm hearing? Sounds strong, if true. Splice mark. Just gives us more charges. Okay, I mean... let's hire our random unit like it said. You can see your reinforcements pool here. Where? You can right-click on a unit to see its abilities, stats, and hints on how to use it. Where is here? Nope, not there. I'm not sure where it's talking about, but okay. Some of your units are considered to be in your Dark Alliance. These units can be upgraded with new abilities. Here you can add new abilities for Dark Alliance units or upgrade existing ones. To continue, click on any of the potential upgrades. I want this. Seems strong. Upgrading your units costs Forbidden Knowledge. You can get more Forbidden Knowledge by visiting more map locations. Okay. You found the quest location. You can explore the rest of the map to get all the rewards. When you're ready, visit the quest location. All right. Can I upgrade any of my other units? It looks like the only unit that is part of our Dark Alliance is the Blackguard. Okay. Wasn't there a passive ability that I could have unlocked? Do you only get to pick one? And also did it looks like it unlocked it for all of our guys. Yeah, okay. So it should have told me for sure that I could only get one of the two abilities. Considering that none of these other guys are in my Dark Alliance, I don't think I can upgrade them, so I might as well continue upgrading here. You've already maxed that, apparently. I like the idea of being able to mark more than once. I don't think I need to do it 3 times, though. Create our damage. Okay, it must... It looks like you can go further. Maybe it... I don't know why it's saying 3 out of 3. I was thinking it changed just to this when we can't afford a next upgrade, but yeah, it's so okay. So it definitely does. But yeah, it's weird. This one doesn't seem like it can go further, but these very clearly say go up to 4. Anyways, we did it. Ooh. I like that. I think it's called Parallax, right? That's very neat. Get 1 random regular unit. Okay. You approach the mercenaries camp. Among the hired swords, you find one of your followers. Okay. I'll talk to him. I see. I mean, this guy is part of our Dark Alliance. Seems much more useful to me. You talk to some of your old followers who have turned mercenary. They agree to join your expedition either out of obligation or out of fear. Okay. What is this? Your units is healed by 15%. Don't need it. Scout next 3 nodes. Okay. What is this? Your menace will be reduced by 3. What is menace? A rare location. So menace is probably a bad thing, if I had to guess. I would like it to tell me what menace is, so I know. Is it in here? I don't know, but I should know. But we'll go here anyways. Your troops captured a Zenith Pact agent spying on your movements. Despite lengthy interrogations, your troops weren't able to crack the spy. This is your menace. Enemies get 1% health and power per each point of menace. Okay. There are fates for worse than death. I'll experience one of them. It's a tough one. Keep it from your future exchange. I think I don't care about 3%. I'd rather have the books. You've decided against torturing the spy any further. It is wise to exchange him for one of your own, as he is unlikely to have gathered any critical intel on you. Okay. 10 to 15 forbidden knowledge. Sure. Take it. You stand before the ruins of an ancient First Empire archive. Though hundreds of years have passed since the fall of the Empire, archives in the conflux seem to be in far better condition than the ones found across the world. No doubt this has something to do with the anomaly at the center of the conflux. Part of the archive is sealed by a blood ritual. Okay. Looks like it's going to do a bunch of damage to our units. I don't know what gold is used for, but I think books are probably more valuable, right? Small part of a much bigger puzzle. Your troops comb through the remains of a once great archive. The knowledge you've found here could prove useful on your expedition. Okay. I can't upgrade anything else still. What is this? Okay. Ruins like this are a common sight in the conflux, and the long-forgotten mansion of someone wealthy and powerful is now nothing but a pile of rubble. Among the rubble, you find the entrance to the cellar. You can hear faint moaning from further beneath the ground. What? An entire another unit and 14 forbidden knowledge seems better than 10 gold and 10 forbidden knowledge. You order your followers to start working on the rubble. Indeed, it is one of your lost followers. Part of the building collapsed on top of them when they tried to find some shelter. After first aid is administered, your squad is ready to move. Our entire squad is basically just, what are they? Black Knights? Our agents have discovered a medical supply warehouse belonging to the Zenith Pact. A small number of their forces are present, mostly to keep order when handing the supplies to locals and fend off smaller bandit raids. You have no problem slicing through the defenders. Okay. 20 XP sounds the best out of these options. Use the supplies to improve combat performance. Hell yeah, dude. That's 5% of, what, health and power, I think it said. Instead of using the herbs for medical purposes, you decided to concoct a bunch of potions that will be helpful in combat. Okay, let's go to our quest. Imminent combat. Prepare to be destroyed, nerds. I see. Okay, so we do 3 turns where we both have 3. We do 3 turns where I have 4 and they have 3. And then we do 3 turns where... Oh, no, sorry. Then we just do infinite turns until someone dies where I have 5 and they have 4. Okay, seems easy enough. I really like how it, like, zooms into the intro instead of just, like, putting us there. All right. We'll put an archer in the back. We want our blackguard for sure. You're almost dead, though. Fanatic on death gain 3 EP and return up to 2 edicts. Applies 2 stacks of resilience to an ally. Deals 50% to a random enemy 3 times. Kind of feel like we should just do another blackguard, to be honest. If I put you here, can you block for the archer, though? I'm not sure. Okay. We don't have a way to do random attacks. I think we should probably bleed the wizard. And we should probably just... Well, you're already bleeding. Let's switch real quick. You do true damage, and you can mark. I guess... Let's mark this guy, and we'll use his marks so that he, if he dies, he's the one that loses the marks rather than our other guy. Okay. I see. Okay, so you're taking 6 damage at the start of your turn. You're not going to die, unfortunately. Yeah, you're going to live with like 2 health. We'll still need to hit you anyways next turn, so you should die now, I think. Probably. How are you still alive? Okay, our poor knight is taking an insane amount of damage. Does Mark only last 1 turn? Yes. Okay, so in that case, let's mark this gentleman now so they don't murder our friend there. Okay, you're already taking 6 at the beginning of your turn. I'm not going to kill you, so there's not really a strong reason for me to attack you. That'll just make you stronger. So we'll blast this gentleman. I said we'll blast this gentleman. Thank you. All right, end our turn. You'll die. Ow. Oh my god. Wizard's kind of busted. Okay. I really wish it was more obvious when your turn was about to start. Okay, so you have 18 damage. You're taking 6, so we need to do 12. That does 18. You're just going to die if I do that. Which I suppose is fine. Die. You have what? 17 health. You're taking 6 damage at the start of your turn. I can do 12 to you with this gentleman. So you're super dead. Okay. And then we'll blast you with 18 and get you to decay. And I feel like Mark did not make a singular difference since they had AoE. I see. Okay. We narrowly escaped. Round 2. Now, I think it should bring out the rest of the reinforcements, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay. I don't know that I care about you, to be honest. Are you not an elite unit anymore? Either way, I don't think you're very useful. All right, fine. Farrell's men, but where is the cowardly Kingslayer himself? Not nice. I can't see how much health you have. You have 1. Our passive is up again, so let's maim this gentleman. Let's murder this gentleman. Okay. And then you have 18. You're taking 6. Not enough. $20 armor and applies 2 stack of thorns. That's just something free we can do. Okay. 13 damage to an enemy. Ah, we can attack the back line, huh? Okay. Well... You can guarantee that this guy is going to die if we mark him. Never mind. There's no reason to do that. You're going to die anyways. So, in that case, let's mark you. What's the cooldown on this? 1. There's no reason not to use this. Hopefully it hits the front line. I think it has to. No, it doesn't. And then you can't use your AP. That's fine. I think we're kind of bodying right now. All right. Get crushed. Get bled. Get true damaged. Get shot in the face. Nerd. Easy dub, I'd say. All right, what's next? Hello. You want to join me?
Lord Beryld, we're at your service.
Where are the rest of the knights?
My lord, did you not get the message? They walked straight into the Blackwatch Citadel and slayed most of us. We're all that's left.
How did you allow this to happen?
My lord, we didn't know about the king yet. We just let the troops in.
A shrewd move, but not enough to stop us. The High Council will pay for every knight they've slain.
With all respect, Lord Beryld, how are we going to accomplish that?
Patience, knight. I knew this day might come.
Tell the other knights to leave their citadels and meet us in the conflux. I believe there's an artifact of great power hidden there. Something that even the full might of Lucerus cannot stand against. Blood and glory await us.
Blood and glory. Oh, that's how that guy sounds. Very menacing, if I do say so myself.
I remember now. Cyril, you naive fool. You doomed our kingdom, and I was the one who saved it from you. This is how I ended up among the lords of Ravage. I was hunted and despised for the hard choices I've had to make. To turn the tide, I would need a legendary artifact of unmatched power, the Staff of Archidon. Some dismissed the very idea of it existing, but I knew it was real. Faded memories of this artifact live on in my mind. There were others who might have seen it. A wizard named Rezior mounted an expedition to the center of the conflux. It was considered a failure, but something about it didn't add up. There was a massacre at the site that had left a few survivors, but they kept their mouths shut. It was time to pay one of them a visit.
All right, torture. We love that, because we're big bad evil guys.
Red Knights, while our brothers and sisters are making their way to the conflux, we have some unfinished business.
We're searching for an old man, an outcast. He was last seen in a swamp near the village of Cradon.
I expect you to keep this man alive and unharmed. He's instrumental to finding the Staff of Archidon.
Fortunately, with most of the Lucerian army is busy at the front line, the region is sparsely defended. But there is a small contingent of Lucerians on the way, led by Baroness Lionette.
Her tactical prowess is questionable, but her popularity should not be underestimated. Given time, she will rally others under her banner.
From what our agents report, she is slowly taking hold of the region, but is yet to predict our move.
Very well. Let her indulge in her little chase, as long as she doesn't get ahead of us. Let's not waste any time.
Let's not. All right, onto a new map. While you and your army are busy organizing your new headquarters, your agents are evacuating what little remains of your power base outside of the conflux. With their limited numbers, they can only focus on a single goal. Which one do you want them to prioritize? More troops? 88 gold? Better weapons? Amount of bonus power the leader will gain. This bonus is permanent. Ensure that our best troops make it. Permanent power, huh? Or more troops. Go permanent power. Your new orders, agents begin their work. With Zenith Pack's renewed interest in the conflux, it's unlikely you'll be able to receive much help from the rest of your power base. Okay. What do we got? 20 to 30 gold? Sure. Approach an old gold mine. The mine appears to have been abandoned in a hurry. There's still some unrefined gold ore left. The amount is larger than the troops can carry. My followers will carry more, and we take some damage. Or just take what we can. Take what we can. Gather every bit of unrefined ore you can, making your troops do the hauling. You're able to sell the gold ore for a significant sum of money. Okay, we lost all our gold from before. Rip. We got several fights around here. This leads to 2 points, so probably go here. Epic location? Epic location. Okay, fair enough. Seems like a lot of fights. Okay, so my guess is that if there's only ever 3, every time we kill someone, they're probably going to summon one more. Okay. We got archers now. Ooh, all our units healed to full. Love that for us. Knight Lieutenant takes up 2 spots, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we want you. Okay, we have no ranged units, and that's not ideal. Okay. First things first, get blasted. Okay. We will put on Thorn's armor. You should have less than 50%, so you're bleeding. Good. And then we'll mark. You have reset my upgrades. I can't help but notice. That's not ideal. What do you do? True damage, not ideal. What is focus? 30% damage? Yikes. Okay. You're doing 11 now, huh? Okay. We'll do that to guarantee... Okay, never mind. We're just going to kill you. Are our Dread Knights our elite troops now? I can't tell, to be honest. Sure. Also, what is this enter combat? You may evacuate your followers from combat and summon your leader during your turn. Sounds pretty sick. Okay. You should bleed to death. Okay. Can I do that now?
You performed admirably, but it's time for me to face them in person.
Okay. Sick. I don't know that that was a smart decision, but I did it. We got a new music. Okay. Well, I've got bad news for you, friend. You're all screwed. We don't have any more AP. Oh boy. And you get to act immediately? That seems kind of busted. I think you guys might be cheaters. Sundered armor I probably shouldn't have on me. Okay. Now, okay, so that's not going to hit the mage. So let's murder the one in the back, hopefully. Yeah, you're dying. Okay, good. Still only 1 AP. Okay, we are losing a lot of health, unfortunately. See, we one-shot this dude. Get out of here, jerk. Get wrecked.
You're nothing but a failure.
All right, so it's cool that we can summon our boss whenever. Okay, so what units are good units is my question. You guys again, seems. Okay, well, I don't have enough to get the cool thing that I had before, which is a bummer. We got 20 to 30 gold. I still don't really know what gold does. Approach an old gold mine. Yep, we saw this. I'll take the 22. Okay, more gold. Sure. We're loading up on gold. Despite the dangers that come with being located in the frontier regions, small trading posts crop up in the conflict regularly. Neither the Zenith Pact nor the local authorities have enough troops to defend every post, and this one is no exception. Defenders fall one by one, while panicked traders try to either flee the outpost or barricade themselves inside. What is this? 46 gold or upgrade one of our abilities, as well as 30 gold. That just seems much better. Despite the initial success, you quickly realize that the escape traders were able to alert local patrols. More and more soldiers appear, but they prefer to keep their distance from your troops, waiting until enough men arrive. Decide not to tempt fate, leave with your ill-gotten gains. Okay. Same event again. Not ideal that we're seeing so many that quickly. Get 2 random regular units. Sure, I'll take it. It seems like some of your followers joined a group of local cutthroats. As you approach, they recognize you as their leader. Ask them to join, but it costs menace. Okay. Hire the cutthroats to create a distraction for the Zenith Pact. I'd rather have the units. You convince your followers to join your expedition and leave the camp. The cutthroats seem dissatisfied, but do not dare interfere. 30 army XP. Sounds great. You approach a training camp set up by the local militia. You spot a few Zenith Pact instructors teaching the militia. The watch has spotted your troops, but the untrained militia had no chance of holding out against your army. What remains of your camp is yours to explore. Okay. Give me XP, please. Nice. Scavenge training equipment and take everything. I like that we're burning everything to the ground as we go across, just for fun. Definitely evil. Ooh, okay, so they have 4 units, but we only have 3. Cheaters. Bump on a no, bump on a no. Okay. I just don't think it's a good idea to have the Knight Lieutenant out, since he takes up 2 spots when we only have 3 total. That seems crazy to me. Okay. Red Knights ahead! Wait, you can apply this to other units? No. Okay. You buff your friends, right? Yeah. And what do you do? Given all the true damage that we seem to do, I think I'd rather kill you. Okay. Then we'll mark this gentleman. And then we'll bleed you. Get bled, idiot. Alright, end turn. Okay, it looks like the thorns work on ranged units too, which is nice. Get wrecked. Start up on you. We will mark you again. Since you still have 1 turn of thorns, right? Oh, lasts until the end of the freaking map. Nice. I don't think you're going to bleed. Bummer. I don't like that they get to act as soon as they come in. Feels a little cheaty. Also, you're like, what are you, sundered to hell? Yeah. We gotta get them to not attack you. Okay. Bleed. You're not dying, huh? You sure you don't want to? The resilience must be, Man, that feels bad. Resilience must be preventing the bleed from doing the full 6. Okay, you killed my unit. I probably should have checked to see if you had an AoE. That's my bad. Why can we put you out? Interesting that we can. Okay. Fair enough. That's all we can do. We no longer have our bleed. Okay. How much you doing? Not enough. Get destroyed. Get the archer, please. Thank you. All right, gentlemen, you got this. Nice. All right, this dude's about to get crushed. Get destroyed. We did it. Let's freaking go. All right, we're level 2 still. Map's big. Get one random regular unit, okay, to replace the one that just died. Or we can hire 2. I'd rather hire 2. Forbidden knowledge, we love that. I want the decay. Rooms like this are a common sight. We saw this already. Absolutely. 20 to 30 gold. Sure. Here what we can. A lot of the same events, I'm noticing. On the frontier, there's less oversight of the nobles. They tend to indulge in some questionable or downright illegal activities to quell the stress that comes naturally from their duties in the conflux region. One of your agents is successfully blackmailing a local noble caught up in such activities. Arrange a meeting on neutral ground. We can relay their demands. I'd rather have the knowledge. Your agents are instructed to demand part of the noble's private collection of books related to the First Empire. Begrudgingly, the noble agrees. The next day, your agents return with a bunch of ancient records. Neat. Let's get our Black Knights, or sorry, Black Guards, the decay ability, because it's real strong. Let's upgrade their attack. Hire a random unit. I forgot that that's what you killed us for. That's my bad. 30 army XP. Yeah. Take it. Nice. What do we got? Form a dark alliance with a random unit. Your agents got their hands on a list of prisoners. One stood out to them. One of your important agents had been captured and transferred to a local prison. Judging by the fact that he wasn't handed over to the Zenith Pact immediately, the guards failed to realize who they had captured. The troops easily overwhelmed the guards and free the agent. Keep in touch with the remains of any forces. My 5 crowns. Okay. And you do exactly that. Sorry, no event description yet. That's okay. Okay, so now we got... Wait, what just happened? I thought we added someone else to our... We did. Okay. We added Knight Lieutenants to our thing. Neat. Colors everywhere gain 5% damage output. Sounds strong. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that we were able to get more units like that. Church of Three Lights proclaim this place one of their holy sites and a place of pilgrimage. The site itself is a set of stone pillars surrounded by eternal flames, as any fire will continue to burn indefinitely in this place. Although it was enough to fool the church, you clearly recognize the First Empire magic at work. What's this? 30 permanent health. Sure, I'll take it. Tap into the source of the place's power. The fire slowly extinguished, much to the ire of the pilgrims. Angry but powerless, they pray to the lights that curse you, much to the amusement of your followers. Okay. All right. I think this is the last one that we have time for. Okay. Activate one additional relic. I don't have relics, unfortunately. But let's prepare to body these nerds. Okay. Definitely want a blackguard out. We'll take an archer. And now our Knight Lieutenant is kind of good, so let's take him too. You all bleed no matter how tough you look. You're a new unit. Assassin. Turn health is above 50%, gains 100% damage output until end of turn. What the hell? That seems like we should target you first for sure. So I will. We're going to mark ourselves. We're going to get some... Wait, you're new too. Druid? You summon things and apply decay. That's unfortunate. I'm going to do that. You should, at the start of your turn, go under 50% health, I think. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Kind of busted that it applies decay as well. Ouch. Took a lot of damage there. Can't help but notice. Get crushed, sir. taken? 3, 9. You're not dying. Okay, the assassin at least is still not going to die, huh? Wow. Okay. Getting pretty hurt over here. Can't help but notice. So... yes, then we'll kill you for sure, just so our random attack doesn't hit you. And it feels bad to do this since we're about to get another one, but I don't want him dying. So let's get our boss in here, Dad. Prepare to wreck. Dude, it's pretty freaking epic when the music changes and he comes out like a boss. All right. I think that... who pierced you? Get pierced, you dummy. Okay, you are summoning stuff. Much like you said you would. And you're applying decay to our boss, which doesn't feel good. Stacks independently, so we should probably wait until next turn then to remove it. Although I guess if I removed it now, I might have been able to kill. It's my bad. Ouch. Okay, summoning our boss was not the correct move against these AoE nerds. Get wrecked, you jerk. Whoa, how did you get summoned still? Okay. Get cleaved. I cannot believe you're still alive. That's so upsetting. Okay, we are, what, reducing damage by 50% now, I think? Get bodied. Wah, 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 wah. One shot. All right. This game's pretty cool. I'm curious to see, like, I don't think that it's a roguelike. So I'm wondering, like, what happens next? You know? Like, I'm guessing we keep our upgrades and stuff. Because presumably once we do this quest right here, we're going to move on to a new area. It does say that we permanently keep our, like, some of these, though, so maybe the upgrades to our units go away, but, like, the power and stuff we got doesn't. Here, let's quickly look at this. I'm not going to read this. I'm just going to grab that, go to the quest. Normally, I would not do this because, I missed out on stuff, but I just want to see what happens. Ascalon must be somewhere near. Double your efforts. I forgot about the voice.
My lord, haven't we already drawn too much attention to this operation?
They have nothing we can't handle. Split the search party and find the informant.
Understood, my lord.
Okay. I can't do another fight. Bummer.
Red Knights ahead. This is your last chance to surrender, you treacherous dogs. You've got nowhere to hide. We've been through worse and ended up victorious each time. Bloody glory!
Okay, we're not actually going to fight this. I kind of just wanted to see what happened if we transition to a new map. But I don't have time for that, unfortunately. But yeah, the game's cool. I like the art style. The story's pretty interesting. It's kind of cool to play as the bad guy and to burn down the countryside. But yeah, I think the game is neat. It's got some interesting abilities. It's kind of different and neat that you kind of want your units to die to power up your army as a whole. And also they have death effects that, like, protect the other units. So interesting mechanics for sure. And I didn't encounter any bugs either, so that's always a positive. Yeah, I'll put a link to the demo in the description below. Check it out yourself. Let me know what you think. And wishlist the game if you're interested in it, because it helps out developers a lot. you want to help me out a lot, I'd appreciate it greatly if you left a comment and or a like on the video. And if you want to see more from me, my name's Quantic Flux. I put out a new video every single day in my Check It Out series, which you just watched, where I check out a new, usually indie, usually roguelike game, though I do mix it up on occasion. And if that sounds like something you'd like to see more of, I'd be happy to have you subscribed. Thank you very much for your time. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.